Well, hello there. Today we'll be cooking this beauty. It's chicken with goat cheese and with extremely delicious creamy pasta. And we start this all with seasoning our chicken. And we use quite thin chicken fillets. Those are like 100 grams each. If I've correctly understood, those are like a little over 3 ounces each. So we season them with paprika powder, white pepper, salt, grated garlic and chili flakes. Like this. And maybe I should tell those specific amounts also. So as you probably saw it though, we used 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, white pepper and grated garlic and 1 teaspoon of salt and chili flakes. And this is what it looks like now that we have seasoned it. And now if you want, you can leave this into the fridge for a couple of hours, let the flavors intensify, or just do as I did, throw them in the baking dish without any more waiting, because we are hungry now. And this is what it looks like. I like to use this kind of baking dish where you have this thing so all the moisture can drop down beneath the fillets. It's better this way. They don't swim there. And next, into the oven it goes for about 15 minutes, 175 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, and we keep our grilling and fan functions on all the time. And meanwhile, we will make our pasta. And to be specific, we actually don't make our pasta now, but we make our creamy sauce for the pasta. And actually, to be more specific, in this video we won't even show making the pasta. So, you have to make it yourself. Some water, boiling water, salt and pasta, and you cook it until it's right as you want to eat your pasta. But I'll show you how to make this delicious creamy sauce though. And meanwhile I was yapping about of that pasta, we already began to make this sauce and we have used a fair amount of olive oil there on the hot pan, then 1 tablespoon of grated garlic and about 150 grams of cherry tomatoes. It's about 5 ounces, I believe, a little over. And then we put some cooking cream there. Exactly 3 deciliters of that. And that's about 1.2 cups of cooking cream. Then we crush 1 chicken stock cube. I don't know, are these available all around the world? I believe in some countries it's more common to use some chicken stock like liquid, but we have these stock cubes, so it's pretty intense taste there. And we crush 1 of those into this sauce to give some nice flavors. We started with hot pan, and at this point when we threw the cream on, we use medium heat so the cream doesn't burn. And next, some Pecorino Romano cheese, and we use a lot of it. This is ridiculously good. Gives some, of course, cheesiness, but saltiness there also. This flavor levels up our sauce to space. I don't know, something high. Somewhere really, really high. The point is, use Pecorino Romano or Parmigiano Reggiano. I don't know how to pronounce these things, but I know these are ridiculously good. And for this specific sauce, we use Pecorino Romano, which is a little bit more salty, I think, than Parmigiano Reggiano. And I don't know, did you hear it on the video, but some alarms there going off, and that's our chicken clock. 15 minutes is gone and we have to check our chicken. And actually at this point we let this creamy sauce boil here, simmer a bit, and we take our chicken, face reveal. We take our chicken and we turn them around and put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes. And here you can see the creamy sauce. Oh, it's so delicious looking thing. And there's our pasta. And there's our chicken again. Wow. And as I said, we turn them around now and we put them back into the oven for 5 minutes. We keep our Greenland fan functions on and the same oven temperature. But only 5 minutes, so they won't dry up. And now that our chicken fillets are back in the oven, getting ready for the plate, we first mix a bit of this creamy sauce and then we add our pasta in. And the end result is astonishing. We have creamy, cheesy pasta. And this is extremely delicious, I can guarantee you. If you are looking to ways to make your pasta on the blah. As I was saying, if you want good pasta, make it like this. That was the whole point there. Sometimes it's hard to speak. Okay, but this is ready now. It's delicious, look at it. It's so creamy, it's so cheesy. A little bit of vegetables there, tomatoes. Yes, it looks nice. But it's ready now. And now we need some goat cheese for the chicken. And I bought this kind of piece of goat cheese and I slice it into pieces. And when it's sliced, we use it on top of the chicken. I will show you soon. And at this point, our chicken have been in the oven for 15 plus 5 minutes. And this is what it looks like. And now we put those goat cheese slices on top of the chicken fillets. I used a couple of slices on each fillet. And we put them back into the oven. I kept them 5 minutes there. So you'll see the result soon. So if you don't want them to melt so much, you keep only like 2 to 3 minutes. And there, the end result after total of 25 minutes in the oven. So 15 minutes first, then turn around 5 minutes, then put the goat cheese slices on and another 5 minutes. And we put some balsamico dressing there. That black one is sweet balsamico dressing. I forgot to video it, so I didn't show it here, but you get the point. There's balsamico dressing. And here you can see a quick recap for everything in this recipe, every dirty detail we had there. Ingredients, amounts of them, some oven times and temperature. And actually, what I forgot to mention is, after we had added those goat cheese slices, we added also some black pepper. That I didn't mention, but use it because it gives a nice fire taste there on top of the chicken and goat cheese. At least I like it. And as you see, as we pile them up on the plate, that creamy pasta, those chicken fillets, we garnish it still with fresh basil. Because freshness is always good and fresh basil is super delicious. And there you go. Thanks for watching this video, and if you liked it, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll be cooking together in the future also. Bye!